viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Moin. Hello, lovely sausages. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Denley. Hello, Zoid Pinhead. And first of all, happy birthday, Sir Terry Pratchett. Sadly, he's no longer with us, but it's his birthday nonetheless. As you can see, no Jerry to be found. He's still doing the master's work, so he's still in the studio, I guess. That was to be expected when I got a message from him earlier that he is still doing stuff, so we have to deal without him today, I am afraid. I hope everybody is having a lovely time. I hope this thing is on, at least my audio meter is going up and down, and I hope everybody has some kind of hobby to do. I just finished the last miniatures for Fallout Wasteland Warfare, so my slate is more or less very clean, and I'm now debating myself what to do next. There's a buttload of Star Wars Legion to be done. There's the... Hold on. The soup of Tyranids. There's still Armored Clash to be done, and then there's the newly acquired game of Dreamscape Collision. Zoid Pinhead is all for the knits. Yeah, I think they will be done in parallel to whatever else, because they are in need of some more cleaning and rebuilding. Some of the metals have just fallen to bits after I removed the structural support paint, for lack of a better term. And yeah, whoever built them initially was very liberate with super glue and other sticky materials that needs to be cleaned off, so they might be more a build project in the long run. Yeah, you might have seen that I've put up a video on the tubes for a short unboxing of Dreamscape Collision. Because the game is only available in German currently, I did that video in German too, so if you have seen it and didn't understand a word, that's why. I'm not sure how to paint those, and by that I mean I'm not sure if I want to go by what the demo game was or just follow through my own inspiration. But on the subject of doing a review and unboxing, I found myself in a very weird place. Good evening, Wonky Goblin. Hello. Because in my head, the unboxing was way more elaborate, and I had a lot more planning done up here, and barely 60% of what I had in my head actually made it to screen, and it seems like I'm getting very impatient when the camera is rolling. And I don't know why. It's silly. So, anybody out there got any tips on how to do that better? I'm pretty sure it's part having more experience, because Jerry has been doing this for so long. I guess it's more or less second nature to him. But there must be some kind of tricks to do things more professionally. So if you got any hints and tricks, leave them in the comments, send them via direct message, or do some postcard shipping. And I already need a little sip to wet the whistle. The Zoidpinhead is doing a for sprinkling challenge the Green Knight going into his garden. By the looks of it, your project is already done. Good evening, Jill. Nice to see you. I was a bit worried because I didn't see anything from you, neither here nor there. So excuse me if I ruffled, I disturbed you with my direct message. uh, Notes and post-its. Yeah, I really should start making proper scripts or something. But at the same time, it's always how to put it. I barely can make time for recording as is, so most of it is very impromptu and direct from the horse's mouth. That's why sometimes it's very hit and miss. Let it put that way. But then again, I don't make any money from it, and it's just a here. This is a game I found and I liked, and maybe you enjoy too. So, who else from besides Zopenhead is doing Spring Clean Challenge? Jill, anything planned? Dan Lee, the Wonky Goblin, or are you all just very much busy with your regular projects? Uh, yeah, script, bullet points. That's all the same, at least to me. A script doesn't need to be completely written out, but something to keep your train of thought in a general direction. And yeah, even when I've done that in the past, I somehow completely went off the rails. Oh, being social, Jill, beware. Outside is dangerous. Outside has people. I'm I'm hoping that will be a very pleasant thing for you, having other people to play with. Rude of them to ask. Yeah, indeed. Wonky Goblin is making runes out of foam board. Nice. Oh, that just reminded me of a Facebook post I've seen today, and that had me going, the fuck? Somebody, in all seriousness, asked, well, to the non 3D printed crowd, how do you do terrain? Like, what do you mean, how do you do terrain? Like, time immemorial ahead. You just grab stuff and put it together. What? 100% uptick. That's grungill from one game to at least two, and the year is still 8 months long. So, it is. I mean, seriously, it's a gaming group, and it's even worse when you think that it's Star Wars Legion. So, why? I know that there's a metric butt ton of Legion-esque terrain printer ready, but there's so many people showing how to build stuff. How do you even get to that point and question? It's just, I don't know. That being said, I had on Monday a very interesting discussion with someone on another Discord, because, and that was the really weird thing. They asked, no, they shown off a thing they printed. It was basically a large pipe for 4 mats. And my question to them was, wouldn't it be cheaper to go to the local hardware store and just grab a big pipe off the shelf? But no, not really, because they pay more for a small tube than I would for my local game store for a big tube. and they live so far away from a hardware store that driving to and from the hardware store would increase the time and money consumption that 3D printing actually is more viable. So printing a 1 meter long tube is more efficient than driving to your local hardware store. Huh? What time to be alive. Good evening, Mr. James Scott. Hello. Welcome, welcome. I mean, I would get if it were some kind of small part that's printed in an hour or so. That would simply be, yeah, I could drive an hour or use an hour's worth of printing time to get something done. But 3 spools of filament. That's just. James, I hope you have been doing some hobby recently or have something planned for tonight. I'm just going to try to remove supports from this 3D printed miniature. And by the way, in case anybody has watched that unboxing with auto translation, A, I'm very sorry, and B, I was told by the makers of the game they actually left supports in on purpose because it allegedly increases strength of the miniature for transport. I'm not sure if that's a thing or not, or just a lazy excuse. But now I need to carefully scrape some of the visible print supports. I'm not going to remove all of them. Some of them are hidden behind details, so no worries about that. Oh no! Your mouse hand slipped and you bought 60... What was it? Victrix Normans. Were they all out of Daves, so you only got some Normans? That's sad. Yeah, it means it's my fault when it snaps. Hello, Renoko, that's very much true. I mean, yeah, this really feels ultra brittle. The Bard. Good evening, Mr. Zorg. I know that struggle, James. And I think currently I'm past the point of giving a monkey's ass if there's anything that keeps my attention for a long span of time. I'm pretty happy with my slow and steady progress on painting some miniatures, and playing my weekly game of 3rd edition, and that's all I currently want and need. And yeah, we'll see. Why don't people print them with flexible resin in the blend? I guess for multiple reasons. Maybe they don't know about flexible resin. Maybe it doesn't hold the detail as they want. Maybe they can't get it. Or they didn't even print it themselves, but had somebody print it for them. I could ask them, and depending on how I enjoy painting the miniatures and maybe even play 1 or 2 games, I think I could ask the guys for a interview of sorts and see if there's anything they want to talk about. I have a tip. If your miniatures have 25mm bases, don't make all doors 1 inch. Hmm. 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 You think so? Or just ignore doors all in all? Jimmy's Cats had been playing the Hastings battle with Midgard, and now he's buying mini for it. Well, good on you. Zolpin is using the. I guess you're talking about the flexible resin for your 2 mil stuff. Um, Again, I'm not sure if the guys that are producing the game currently really are in any way, shape, or form professionals. I'd say they are very enthusiast amateurs, but that's just from an outside perspective. And I'm basing my judgment on how they structured their website. That could be done in a better way. But alas, as long as the game is fun, I think the best thing they could do currently would be not only release the rules for free, but maybe make the cards available as a PDF download, paid download, for all I care, but not make people wait for printed stuff. Oh, Jill, you could read up on the rules for Midgard and do some private solo exercise games in case you happen to just want to go out. You can take the game with you and force people to be social with you. Again, Zolpin, if the guys have any input to that, that might be a thing. If I do remember, I'll pass that information on to them with my next email, but which come in a few weeks, or I don't know. Was it Fohammer, the YouTube channel that is so much into 3D printing, who had made his own resin mixture for especially printing models, I think, which is allegedly very sturdy and not brittle, but that's only from what I heard. I've never had any miniature printed in that resin in my hand, I think, so. Good evening, Amanda. Hello. Hope you're doing well. So now, has anybody really taken a look at the current Goblin release for the upcoming 40k box? Oh, I'm okay too. I'm a bit stuffed. I had a big doner kebab. I'm not sure if they have small ears. They the first mini they've shown doesn't look too bad. Actually, from what they've shown from 11th edition so far, that's my favorite miniature. So I'm hoping that the next 5 minis they will preview will also look nice. Oh no, James Cutt has let loose the sexy Lloyd. Good evening, Captain Aqua and Dr. Denigan. Hello. Captain Aqua and Dr. Denigan, how's your hobby progress? I'm currently undecided on what to do next. I'm for sure not starting anything now because that would require me to do stuff. Yeah, Amanda, that's probably the biggest problem with them. They're going to cost an arm and a leg if they even get a separate box release and are not just some kind of weird starter set only miniature. Captain Africa is about to start painting some stone walls. Just ordinary flat cobblestoney walls or redstone house brick mortar thingamajig? Yeah, they seem to be on the. Usually, I feel that when a company does a new iteration of a miniature, the prominent features get more pronounced, sort of like with a caricature. And in this case, Games Workshop with orcs and goblins seems to dial back the silliness factor, which I no not so fan of. Dr. Denigan is plowing through a large Necron model, taking up too much of the pile of potential. Yep, okay, I can see that happen. Amanda, the Ghost in the Shell miniature, was it you that snapped the belt off, or was it somebody else? I think I've seen somebody unbox it, paint it, build it, and then, yeah, the buckle belt that looked obvious, horrendously like a penis, was snapped off. Uh, Hope your health issues are getting better soon. James got to see Ewok Kebab demolish a cheese board. Um, I'm guessing you're not talking about him destroying a piece of wood where cheese is served on, but ingesting himself with way too much cheese. At least I'm hoping that's the fact. And the wall from Captain Aqua is countryside farmyard style. Nice. Oh, it's a separate piece. Oh. I can see how that's going missing if you don't what you call it, if you don't be careful by unboxing. Though I don't think it would be so visible if you do a little bit of gap filling when it's really gone. That being said, I'm not seeing the miniature in person, so he ate the cheese as well. Not only did he eat the board, but the cheese as well. Good enough. Biggest question, did he eat his greens? Or did he go all, no, no greens for me. Wow, just blend the belt in with a similar color. Nobody will notice. I'm not sure if I would enjoy painting a miniature like the Ghost in the Shell lady just for display purposes. I mean, I did paint some of the Transformers just for display purposes, but I have a deeper connection with them. Yeah, okay. Probably at that scale, you'll notice missing details, but you also might be able to fudge a missing piece of uh, belt, fake it till you make it, some green stuff, or any other putty. It's a weird design choice to have that belt just dangling around there. At least in my opinion. So was there any other great news that we should be aware of available? Why is my browser not working? Give me information now, you soggy piece of biscuit. Pardon me. Well, if the belt is pointing forward, you might as well then go full all in and just paint it pink. I mean, if I remember correctly, that character from Ghost in the Shell is an android, so there's no real body as is. It's just brain in an android body. You can do whatever. She's fully equipped and ready to go. Just like Data from the next generation. Completely equipped. Ready for service. So, James, as you said, you've seen Ewok demolish a cheese board on Friday. Giving your pointing out that fact now tells me you haven't heard or seen anything from him since then. It's Tuesday? That's a wee bit concerning. I mean, yes, digestion takes longer when you're older, but that is an awful lot of time. While I have your data was fully functional, as Tasha Yar can attest. While I have your attention, I'd like to ask the audience a random question. And this is, I already know your answer. If you look at this card, do you really think that text on the top there is readable for someone with any form of color blindness? I don't think so. And that's one of the negative points I pointed out to the makers of Dreamscape Collision when I played the game in Bremen way back. Yes, there was text this. um, so the main character card is this. You could make out there's text, and then there's the. Oh, this is way better to see. These are your minion cards. And no, there's not euros. It's what they are called again? Dream points, dream markers. But yeah, units, equipment, and action cards. It's barely readable. And other texts are so long that they've gone for a very small font, and yeah, that's one of the things that I told them they might reconsider. All in all, 39 euros um, for a complete game. These cards, James, are for this game, which I just reviewed on the channel, Dreamscape Collision. Which is a nice thing. Oh, and what I didn't mention in the video review because I didn't want to put up any expectations. There's a little bag in it, a very tiny bag, with a bit of flock, some stones, two little whatchamacallit, tufts, and a bag of sand as basing material, which I find really nice. So if you never did anything hobby related, you're literally set to go. You just need paints and glue and go ham. Customs? Why should that go through customs? It's a German-made game from Germany, in Germany, from there to me. No customs. What are you talking about? It's literally just sand and a bit of flock. Though I can see it potentially if we were to ship that stuff to the United Kingdom, postal service might be annoyed. Yeah. Yes, man, you're not wrong. Some parcels do take interesting detours. Ask Horatio Noseblower about it. Yes, James. Sand, flock, basing material. Get your mind out of the gutter, you silly old man. I mean, it's not snow flock, so there's little chance of somebody mistaking it for something else. It's brown and green, and unless there's some weird drug out there that's looking like flock, I mean, could you imagine? Oh, ThinkPads are primarily shipped from Holland. Even if you buy one in Germany or order one, it usually gets dispatched via Holland. I'm not sure if that's some kind of central deployment hub there, but yeah, the last two ones I ordered started their European journey in the Netherlands for whatever reason. And replacement parts always do travel long and far, if they even are available. Could be Rotterdam, Zoutpinhead. I'm not sure. I can't remember last time. It just was very like, why does the shipping manifest from the shop in Germany tell me the starting point of my order is Netherlands? Hmm? Yeah, proper work ThinkPads have a very good fluid dispensation port. But do yourself a favor, don't do that too often, even those things can break at point. Good evening, Mr. Nick from Grey Primer. Who are you calling a nerd? You nerd? Who's sitting in a convention showing off his dinosaur tanks? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Huh? I've seen those. You top nerd. 1 month to UK Games Expo. Oh. That's like 4 weeks. True, Wanda, you're absolutely right. Dinosaur tanks need to be shown to the public. Good evening, Lazagram. Welcome. Dino nerds are the worst. Yeah. The purveyor of Stuckosaurus. Or who? Yeah, a German miniatures podcast recently did put out the question, "What's your favorite dinosaur?" And after a long hard think, I think my favorite dinosaur is the one that gets discovered next year. I'm pretty sure next year there will be some discovery of dinosaur of some description. That will be my favorite dinosaur. Just because all current answers are boring. Manda Pie's favorite dinosaurs are ducks. I don't think Godzilla counts as dinosaur. Can't wait to be ignored and stood up by OTT. That sounds totally not like them. He doesn't count as bird or fruit, must be a dinosaur. Maybe he's a vegetable. That would explain a lot of his rampaging around. Godzilla. Living animal or vegetable? You decide. I vote vegetable. Though I'm not going to try to write that word, vegetable. Godzilla is an official member of the Japanese tourism board. And another board member are Gundams. I'm not sure he comes from the sea. If I remember correctly, the old movies, he lived on an island and he only travels through the sea. But not sure how much of that story has been retconned. That seems to be some kind of weird way for people to handle elaborate story arcs. Just nah to them. Oh, you haven't seen any of the films? Oh, I'd reckon if you watch the old ones from the 70s and 80s, where the actor inside the big rubber suit is stomping through cities, it's just relaxingly silly. It's nothing to be taken serious. It's just dumb fun in the most entertaining way. At least for me, I'm not. I'm probably should have offended now some hardcore fans or half the nation of Japan, but yeah, it's interesting made, weird looking stuff. I was always fascinated by the fact that somebody is getting paid to put on a giant Godzilla costume and stomp around some terrain that somebody has lovingly crafted and made to look very good, and now he's just stomping around, making everything kaput. Imagine you're getting paid to ruin a film set. Best job ever. Yeah, at least it's up there with some of the other jobs. The cartoon in the 1980s. Godzuki needs a slap. I wasn't even aware that there's a cartoon. I always assumed it's just the movies. You are correct, Manda. And I think that's what really made me enjoy old movies as much, when I've seen people actually having pride and joy in blasting all their hard work to bits. So Nick is not a friend of the Gojira movies, so I'm guessing you're more the kind of it came from the desert type of enjoyer, or the Attack of the, how tall was she again? 20-foot woman? Something along those lines? Jill is a Pacific Rim kind of person, so you need some more sophisticated effects then. Oh, Phase 4. That's a very creepy one. That one really glued me to the TV screen when it aired many moons ago, with all the very naughty ants going everywhere, creepy crawly. So do I, Amanda. Practical effects are always much preferred, especially since if CGI is done not to the utmost capabilities of the time, it ages bad. Even then, it ages bad in some description. I'm currently rewatching Stargate, and some of, no, not some. Every time there's computer animation, I just want to close my eyes and weep a bit. Bad martial arts movies. You're talking about early Bruce Lee movies, and Drunken Tiger, and what they're all called. Yeah, they are a league of their own. Or the Jackie Chan's, where he's the annoying little student who gets told off by the master. Yeah, those ones. Amanda has been rewatching the original Star Wars and is marveling at craft work on those models. Oh, in case you enjoy that, you might go and want to find the what's it called again? The documentation that's currently on Disney Plus, and maybe even somewhere else to be found, about the history of industrial light and magic. That's a trip down memory lane, and I hadn't even known what they all had done. Not just Star Wars, but much more. Very interesting watch. Highly recommend. As OpenAid had two new Dune films delivered today as inspiration for his Sen project. Um, I've seen the first one. I found it alright. Wasn't really taken by it. I I I like the old movie from David Lynch a bit more, but that's more like a, how do you phrase it? Nostalgia effect. Haven't seen the second part yet, so need to have a look, see where to grab that on streaming service. So I have to give it to the current film versions. The sounds are really nicely done. Yes, the one with Patrick Stewart. Oh, and there was a what what uh, what you're saying, Wonky, about the Superstar Destroyer reminded me. There was another documentation about how they went into storage to grab all those original models when they started filming the prequels, and how they restarted the engines on the Tantive 4 and it came alive one engine by an engine, and it just gave me the creeps. Jill watched Dune 1 the way they were meant to be watched, on a tiny screen on the back of the plane seat in front. Ah. For All Mankind doesn't really tell me anything. Is that a series or a movie? Watching movies on tiny screens is a crime and people should be punished for it. But then again, there was a time when people leached videos over the internet and had movies delivered to them in 320 times 240 and yeah, other horrible compression atrocities. I think somewhere around here I've got some old CDs with Enterprise screen grabs from TV, and yeah, it doesn't look good. Ah, okay, Nick. If it's an Apple TV series, it's sadly beyond my grasp, so maybe sometimes it'll be somewhere else to be watched. Oh man, I do get that there's a certain trade off to be had with watching in bed or on the road. Still, I feel people are really missing out so much if they restrain themselves by watching, literally by doing this. It's now. Hence why my daughter and I will be going to the cinema and be watching The Mandalorian and Grogu when it comes to the big screen. And let's face it, a TV series from the 90s doesn't even scale up to the resolution a modern phone or tablet has, so you don't lose anything on that front. I get that, Manda. I absolutely do. But luckily, that's not a big hindrance for me. And since I'm going with a daughter, we'll probably be at a reasonable time in cinema, or we just take a very late night approach. Let we'll have to wait and see. Captain Aqua, if you think Deep Space Nine aged badly visually, don't watch Stargate. James can't remember when he last visited cinema. To be fair, I can't either. Must have been last year, some animation movie with the family. But can't be sure. Yeah, that's where you actually feel the difference in writing if you can see past the bad animations. Agreed, Donkey Goblin. The mall show is nice. It's a bit darker than the usual animation series like Bad Batch were. Predictable. Yeah, let's face it, it's a children's TV show. So and it's in a time frame where we do know a lot about how the universe is working. So I'm not expecting any big revelations or plot twists. What happened to the Brilliant Skull show? I don't know. I think there still might be in development. I haven't heard anything different. Wait and see, I guess. I'm pretty sure they want to finish Ahsoka, and who knows when that will happen. Yeah, it's like with Andor. We know where it's going and where it's ending, but that doesn't mean there couldn't be some kind of weird side quests, side stories. Especially since we don't know what will happen to the Jedi and his Padawan. My guess would be the Jedi dies and the Padawan goes into hiding. Well, that's just a very by the seat of my pants uh, guess. Boo, James, boo! I'm not going to repeat that for the YouTube crowd. That was such a bad pun. You had to be here to see that. Hello, Midblix Louise. Sorry to disappoint. I usually do go what may the way of the hobby, but since my co-host is missing in action today, and I haven't prepared my painting setup, we're just doing the usual hangout without hobby. The dialogue in Rogue One is unwatchable after watching Andor. Is it? To be fair, I haven't rewatched Rogue One after I finished Andor, so there might be some weird wording in that movie that don't fit with the TV series. James is allegedly building minis and doing hobby. Yeah, and we also have some screaming Jerry into the ether about people kicking inflated balls. Thank you very much, Mr. Jambuscats, for giving away subs to people. Yeah, Zog, the Acolyte was. That left something to be desired, and to be fair, when I first saw the trailers and the who's playing what role, I didn't had big hopes. Indeed, and this is just one corner of the internet. And I'm trying to enjoy myself here in the company of you lovely bits and bytes. We could look at the news on Breasts of War. To be fair, I just checked and there's not much there, is it? Amazonians. Plastic chindits. Oh god. Here we go again. Chindits. Was it chindits and what else was there? Oh, hold on. Oh, I misclicked. Satire do new dwarves, some weird aliens. Mantic do some weird shit for Kings of War. And yeah, Annie has done some interesting miniatures for World War II. Yes, Zoidbinhead, I read that story as well. Simon, the website for rating people's paint jobs, is venturing into digital stuff and NFTs for all. God. You can't make shit up like that. It's just. Why? It clearly shows they have no clue what they're going to do and how they are going to pay for anything that's still outstanding with their Kickstarters. Itching powder? I think you lost me. I think you really, really lost me there. Itching powder? Huh? I think there's somebody did investment on them, and there must be some weird, really weird deals on how money exchanged hands there. Oh, Annie's mini with the yes, yes, itching powder. That's correct. Which now reminds me, and I'm not sure if I can actually talk about this. Yeah, forgive me for giggling. So I read a review on. I'm not quite sure what. It was a hygiene product for animals? Question mark. Um. Or something made to repel lice and such. and somebody made a what do you call it? Left a rating 5 stars. Works on crabs as well. So somebody had an itch between their legs, and they thought that would be an appropriate use of that stuff. Annie had a warning because of the problematic content. Can't say nasty on social media. Uh-huh. Well, that's a challenge. Let me see. Where is he? There they are. So Annie, owner and good person behind Bad Squirrel Games, has released 3 new miniatures of humiliated Nazis. One pooping his pants, one scratching his crotch, and one puking like Silly one. Facebook can suck my hairy plums. If I want to curse, I do curse. You see that big sticker in the top left corner that says parentally advisory explicit content? Did you see the warning at the beginning of the stream? Well, those are bad Squiddos Deuce iteration for, well, Nazis who are really having a bad time. I guess I get when she is self-censoring herself for business purposes, but on the other hand, that won't make anything better in any capacity. Facebook, Meta, Instagram, X, / Twitter, everything is getting censored and watched, and just don't play by the book. Give him hell. Give him opposition. Be annoying. And even though if Facebook is your main homepage, for lack of a better word, it's not your shop. Own your work. Make your own homepage. You don't need Facebook. You don't need Discord. You don't need Twitch or YouTube. It's just, yeah, it's nice aggregation for people to show your stuff, but I think we're past the point where we can say, yeah, we, for the good of the company, we best not talk frank about what happens. And if you can't call a Nazi, who can you call a Nazi then? Or anything else? I refuse, on my part, to be told what not to say. Yes, Zoidpin, that was true at some point in time. That's correct. But if you go out on Facebook and ask any comic creator that's there, they've all started shifting and not posting links to their work for more than 2 years now. Because Facebook actively suppresses certain types of content. And that's not the actual contents of the content. Even just plain silly funny comics are getting not put out in the world. The algorithm is completely fucked. If I open Facebook and I look at the recommended tab, I'll get flooded with stuff I haven't subscribed to, I haven't favored, and I really don't want to see. I need to curate my feed to see what I want to see. Yeah, because there's nothing you can figure out, Zoidbinhead. There's some weird algorithm in the back saying, yeah, this needs to be shown to you. And no, just don't. It's time to wave goodbye to Instagram and Facebook. And I know they have been fun for a while, and I know they have generated income for many people, but we're past the point. And the earlier people realize that they need to leave that sinking ship, the better off they are in the long run. Look at people on YouTube. I have so many channels I subscribe to over the years that have high 6-digit numbers to 7-digit numbers of followers, and they are complaining that ad revenue is so bad that they can't make a living, and they now all start either Patreon or memberships. So it's not even that people are offended by everything nowadays. I don't think that's the point. The point is that the majority of those who scream, "Oh, that offends me," are the ones that really need a stern talking to. Oh, in that case, my YouTube feed would be uh, very much boiled down. And I don't mind if they just explain why they are now doing stuff like membership. That's just par for the course, and they live off ad revenue, so be it. But then again, there's some of them. What annoys me more in that regard is when very obviously sponsored content isn't disclosed as such. And that really drives me nuts, that grinds my gears when I see, yeah, there's content that's clearly been paid for and they don't really enjoy what they're doing. But at the same time, that's some of their people's jobs because they are promoting stuff. And that's probably the main point. It's been gotten so easy for people to put out content on any media. Just look at here, and yeah, there's so many people, and the well of wealth we can all dip our toes in has a finite size. So the more people are drinking from the same cup, the less everybody gets. Yeah, Zoipin, and to be absolutely brutally honest, ever since I've seen that they are in the business of promoting stuff, yeah, just skip the video. I get that. If there's an entitlement coming through, it's always how people phrase it. If somebody just says, "Look, I make my living off YouTube. Ad revenue has been going bonkersly down. I need some additional revenue stream come in to meet ends meet, and that's it. That's fine." But someone with 1.5 million going, "Oh, nah, I don't believe you." Yeah, a bigger cup would be nice, but then again, where would that end? Oh God, Wanda, you aimed for the heart there. Raid Shadow Legends. Oh, speaking of, have any of you noticed a influx of ads for or sponsorships for VPN services recently? And it's not just NordVPN. There's at least 3 other companies that I've seen in the last 72 hours. Yeah, so it can make it hard to find good quality hobby content. Yes, James, exactly that. Um, I personally let me start again. When I wants to see or get any info on any given game or piece of game via the medium of video, and that in that most cases is YouTube. I try to avoid videos with clickbait thumbnails, all caps titles, and other silliness like that. If those are just dropped off to the side, you're usually relatively safe with decent video quality. I just don't get why people still fall for the clickbaity thumbnails and the outrageous titles. I mean, come on. This has been going on for years now. We should have been used to it by now in some kind of capacity. Yeah, but see, Bad Squirrel, nice miniatures. Give her a visit, buy some miniatures. Encourage her to do more. You know, Jill, the sad thing is, I think you're right. And this really, on the one hand, annoys me, and on the other hand, makes me really sad. Because what does that tell about us as a species? That flaming rage and negative feelings is so easy. And to be fair, I tried one or two times to be that guy who does the negative vibe thumbnail thingamajig, and I just can't. It's just, even if I try, I fail miserably at that. But then again, I don't want to pretend that everything is pink and colored and rosy and smells like unicorn farts. Stupid is more common than smart, clearly. Yes, Soypinhead, I guess you're not wrong there. The video for 2950 Captain Crinkle Face, who has a face with no crinkles. Ah, are you having a stroke, James? Not if yes. We will send Ewok Kebab to your place. Or was that now some kind of Games Workshop joke that just flew over my head? Maybe I should start doing video hobby reviews and news on a very with a very straight face. Oh, Yarrick, crinkly face. Now I get it. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Yep. Wise word there, man. And do not try to argue with stupid. They will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. Yeah, so from next week on, I'll be sitting very statically here, and we'll be very emotionless, and we will have a very somber conversation with a very weird dialect. And we will see how long it'll take for Jerry to go completely bonkers if I keep talking like this. Would you think how long that would be taking? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? Or would he just shut off and never come back to the stream? You decide. About one sentence. Maybe. Or maybe it would take him about as long as he needs to reboot his computer. But my takeaway is you do not want game news and reviews in a very somber and relaxed voice, because yeah, I do not have Jerry's trembling bass. He might try to cut me, Zoidpinhead. There's still a large body of water between him and me. Crispin, good evening, mister. Hello. Welcome to the party. I hope you're feeling fine. Haven't seen you around for a long time, I don't think I remember. But then again, my brain is really fuzzy. So, because James has mentioned old Crinkleface, do we get a new Wazdaka? Will we get a new, bigger orc? Or will they just re-release the old version? 30 years of marriage. Well done, Mrs. Crispin, for enduring that man. Congratulations, well done. I need to show Annie's new minis. Oh, because you ask so nicely. So, Crispin, prepare your anus. Humiliated Nazis by Bad Squiddo Games. One puking, one pooping, one scratching his tiny little dick. One of the best miniatures currently available to us from Annie. And here they are painted. Though, to be fair, they are much too colorful in the face. If they are really in such discomfort, they should be either red-faced or very, very pale. Oh, and you have missed my question to the community just now, I guess, on if they would like me to do a very, very silly accent static pose. I guess the overwhelming consensus that wasn't put out in chat was no, do not want, do not like. How's your hobby progress, Crispin? We haven't seen any of that in eons. You surely must have done some. Excuse me, hobby. Anybody got hurt? No? Good. I do not do the German accent Mrs. Alpin had. That's a very silly request of you to do. Why should I do a German accent when I have a German accent by default? To be fair, to do the silly Monty Python-esque German accent is fucking hard work. It's like forcing your brain going, yeah, you need to talk English, but you need to forget about everything in the pronunciation department. I could also do a Japanese accent, which would be highly more inappropriate. Convincing German accent by a German. Great job, me. If you tell me I'm doing a great Scottish accent or any other English accent, then I'll be flabbergasted. But just me being me is, yeah, that's not much work, to be honest. Could be worse. I could be a French streamer and not be able to pronounce the H. Good morning. Hello, hello. And that's about it. See? See? Way ahead of you, Mr. James Cuts. Yeah, I'm not going to play in Ben's court now and make everybody go nuts about me. Shh! Don't tell anybody, Zoidbin. If Jerry finds out you found out, he's going to cut you to keep it all very quiet. And in fact, I'm not even a real person. I'm just some weird animatronic living in the basement. I'm behind Jerry's curtain. Yeah, that's why there's a Star Wars curtain, because that's me. That's Star Wars. Oh, I tried to make a green screen behind me at one point in time, and had the quality of the green screen been any better, I just would have put Jerry's room behind me just to see what happens. But the green screen is very wrinkly and crinkly, and OBS didn't do a very good job, and it just looked fake and like a cheap effect. So I didn't go through with it. Maybe in the future, or I put myself into the old studio or something. But to be fair, we all live behind someone's curtain, don't we? So, Mr. Wonky Goblin, have you returned yet from your route on this set? If so, how's your building status? Are you making progress in building your walls? How's the hobby progress with everybody else? I'm pretty sure the majority of you have gotten done today, much more today than I have. Because apart from the little bit of scraping off supports from an hour ago, not much hobby today. The OTT wizard. Yeah. Backstage wizard. Dry brushing walls. Manda got a lot of sleeping done. Am I that boring, Manda? Well, good enough. Oldhammer Dogs of War SCC? Uh, what is SCC? Ah, Spring Clean Challenge. Ah, okay. Ah, okay. I see, I see. There's just way too many challenges out there and being done simultaneously. I just can't keep track. Oh, that's totally fine, Jill. They either were already asleep, or you had a thought about meeting people to play games. Pardon me. Amanda, don't worry. I'm not taking that personally. Uh, if at all, if somebody is so tired that they just drift away whilst listening to me rambling on about stuff. It's fine. You go back to sleep. Take comfort in that we will be here again next Tuesday. At least that's the plan. You never know what weird things what might happen. Currently, anything could be happening to yeah. Oh, and speaking of things that could happen and weird thoughts my brain ingested today, somebody over at Mastodon today posted pictures from an old white dwarf with the building instructions of the orc vehicles for second edition. Ah, man, and I do really want to build one of those, but I I just know for certain that if I start building those, they will look shitty as hell, and I will be highly disappointed because I really can't for the life of me build something that meets my expectations. It's always going sideways at some point. But maybe someday in the future, when I've got nothing else to build and paint. Oh, and for anybody out there uh, having the core box of Fallout Wasteland Warfare, the box of the TV series Heroes, and I'm talking about the original box without the Snips droid, they fit into the box as well. So the box that's up there, just above the Doom box, is completely full with the core box and the movie Heroes, or the TV series Heroes, I should say. So do not worry, they fit. It's all inside one nice tiny little box. Now I just need to have Modifius release the new single player rules, and I can play some Fallout with myself. Let's put away Annie's lovely miniatures. I've seen enough Nazis. You may notice by my sighing that I'm getting really tired. And you know what that means? We're calling it a day. Thanks for everybody for joining in and hopping by and watching and listening me ramble, having fun and chat. Sadly, you people in YouTube will only have a fraction of the entertainment because you don't see the chat. And that's the main fun part of this endeavor. And yeah, I'm not going to record the chat because that's not how it works. You need to be here, live and in color. And yes, I wish you all a very happy week. Have some relaxing weekend. I know I will because Friday is a holiday and we will have no work to be done. See you next week, or on Discord, or on Mastodon, on Beast of War. That's now known as on Tabletop for some odd reason. Maybe they will change it back again. Stay safe, stay sane, remain indoors because outside it has peoples. Goodbye.